Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So firstly, I'd like to say Happy New Year to you all. Let's all have some fun during it and hope everyone stays safe and well. So it's a bit of a bit and piece video here. I thought I would do the final flip of what I did manage to get done in my December daily. Didn't manage to finish it. I did a whole, well, I was going to say a whole heap, but I did a bit last night in between trying to organise my bullet journal and everything. So I thought we'll go through this first and then, I've done some things to try and organise my life better because I'm quite busy these days. As I run challenges in a couple of groups and do the videos and that, it can get quite overwhelming. And although I tend to remember everything quite well, I'm thinking if I have things a little more organised, it will just take some of that pressure off and not cause so much anxiety. So that's my plan for this year. So one of my lovely new subbies suggested that I use some twine or ribbon to close off my December daily, which was an awesome idea. And I know I have some baker's twine that has candy cane stripes on it, but I couldn't find it at the moment. But I found this old piece that was, I have this box that I just chuck random bits of cotton and bits that I think will be good for tags and that in. So in there I found some of this and I really like the way that looks. So I've used that just to tie it up. It definitely needed that. So I will just, I think I can just pull somewhere. There we go. And open that up. So we've got the cover with Mary's lovely Patuckalope on there. So I'll go through the prompts real quick as we go. This is Geo's beautiful card that she sent me in there. So I still can decorate that page. So I might go back to it just for a bit of fun here and there and add some bits and pieces. So the first page was collage. Second one was Pink Christmas. Your Christmas decoration. Charms or tassels. So I did the charms here and here. And, that was number 4. And then number 5 was Christmas card. And I received the beautiful Christmas card from a work colleague. Then it was Christmas tree. So that's one of the most recent ones I had done. And your traditions. So I can write any traditions there. Then it was candy cane. Decoupage. So decoupage napkin. I did that on both pages. And then number 8 was birds. That's right. So what I did was decoupage both pages because 9 was decoupage. And then put the bird napkin on this one for birds and used the music sheet that had the Calling Birds 3 French Hens, that one. I forget what it's called again. So Many Days of Christmas or whatever. So this one was map. I love that one. Turned out quite nice. 11 was bows, that's right. So I did map across both pages and then used bows on the presents. 12 was pocket and tag. So I've got pocket there and that one of my tags. And it was Black Christmas. Then it was laces. There's my laces page. I haven't got around to that one. Santa and memory. Envelope and wish list. The wish list is inside the envelope. Favourite Christmas song. So that's a double page there with Jingle Bell Rock. 18 was fabric, one of my favourite pages. Now I think I was going to slip a picture of Happy Mail in there. I have to rewatch my video to remind me what I was going to put in there. And I did print out the picture. I think it doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to have to redo that. Then 19 was the buttons. 20 was favourite wrapping paper. 21 was doily. 22 was paperclip and receipts. Still haven't done the paperclip. Geez, I'm good. But I've got a whole lot of receipts in there. 23 was traditions. White Christmas. I did this one last night. So I've just got some white fabric that I've got with all these Christmas sayings on there, and I found this beautiful glittery dove. I just looked in my die cut folder and picked out a few that I thought might go that have been sent to me, so I love that one. And then I've got a Christmas tree and a snowflake there, and then this bit of lace is a tag topper for this Project Life card that Mary sent me. And then because on the 24th it was the last day that in one of the groups I'm in, which is Crafty Vera and Friends, we had a bit of a war going for December between Santa and Jesus. And I was Team Santa, so I put on this shirt to try and get a point for Santa and got a photo of it. So I thought that's a good memory. I'll do Go Santa and put a picture of me in the shirt there so that can be tucked in there, because the 24th was the last day that we had, that we were able to get points for either team. 25 was presents, I'm pretty sure. Gifts, yep. And 26 is favourite treat. So I've decided I've got to do pavlova there. So I might raid my recipe books later and try and find a picture of pavlova. But I thought I'm going to do a final flip through now because I can't keep doing this for the rest of this year as well. And I really need to get started on my other projects. And 27 was flip. So I had started colouring in this beautiful stamp that someone had gifted me. I really like that, so cute with the dogs. So I just want to finish colouring in the dogs, and then that'll probably be a flip up for the flip page. Then 28 was bag. I did make a good start on that. I had this bag from my local pharmacy. So I've just stuck some lace in the side of it, and it's there ready to put stuff in. And I've just put some other photos that I might use in here in there. And then this one was 29 was tuck. So I've just used an offcut to make a tuck, put a photo of, that's Mary's gift to me. And then I also used the other one of Mary's beautiful Pawtucket loops because it goes so well on that page, and a few of the beautiful little Christmas journaling cards that she made. So that's really nice, and some of my washi tape. So I did do a couple of pages last night. 30 is winter, but I'm thinking that because I live in Australia, it's summer at the moment, so I should do a summer page. And then 31 is New Year. Now, what I thought I might do for that, I think it would be really good to maybe have a list of 2020's memorable moments, because we sure did have some. And then maybe a list of any achievements. So, last year I managed to reach my 1,000 subby goal on YouTube, which was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I don't really have goals for numbers like that because I'm just rapt that anyone watches me and I have fun doing it. But I think when you get close to that mark, you sort of want to get there. So now I can relax a little. And then I thought I might do some of my 2021 goals here as well. And then when I look back at this next year, when I'm starting my 2021 December daily, I can see the difference between the years and what goals I wanted to achieve and weigh them up with what I did manage to do. So that is it for my December daily for now that I'll show you guys. As I said, if I'm a bit bored some days, which probably won't happen, I will get back to it and just add a few bits and pieces. So I'll stick the little prompt card back in there. That can be tied back up. So just do it like that so I can undo it when I want. That will do. So yeah, that was heaps of fun. I'm thinking next year I might do it a little different, though I don't know if I really want to be stuck doing a daily thing because I am so busy, but I might just use it as when I get sent something or something cool happens, then I might do a page. Probably still hunt up some prompts to follow though, because it does make it heaps of fun. So I hope you all enjoyed doing your own December crafting or watching these anyway. I'll put that to the side. So as far as my organisation, I don't know what you guys do to help organise all your crafty exploits and that. you're always welcome to list your ideas below, because I can do with any help, that's for sure. But what I've decided to do, which I did start last year, was I started writing down the packages that I sent off and the ones that I received, which turns out to be really handy, because I learnt the hard way last month when Mary said, have you received the package from, you know, a whole month before? And I hadn't. And I started worrying that I had put it away somewhere and misplaced it in the house. And I didn't want to turn the whole house upside down to find it. So I thought I must start doing that again. So I did have a page. I won't show you because it's got people's names and details on it. Did have a page that I was listing all that was sent and received. But I thought it would be a lot better to have a separate page for the sent and a separate page for the received. So I just rolled up some pages today for that. So I will be putting down the date that I sent the parcel, the name of the person I send it to, the details of what's in it, just a brief recap. Now, if they let me know that they've received it, then I can put down a date it was received. It also helps me see how the post is going at the time and how long things are taking to get from one place to another. And I also have a column here for the group. As I said, I'm in a number of different groups, so I think it's always good to keep track of which group so that you can look up the person's details and thank them in the right group. I see a lot of people receiving things and not knowing which group they're from and that sort of thing. So that will be handy. And then I've got my received page here. And so that, again, will have the date that I received it, who it was from, some details of what was in there, the group. And then this little column is meant to be acknowledged. It's hard to fit here, so I'm going to have to figure that out. So I'm going to tick that when I know that I have thanked the person, because I do have a habit of opening things on video, and not everyone gets a chance to watch all of my videos, so they might not actually see that I've thanked them on video. So it's always good if they don't see the video to go and personally thank them or put it in one of the groups or something. I do like doing it on video just because it's a great way to be able to show, thank them, and if they have a channel, then I can give them support as well, which is always nice to do. So that's my first bit of organisation. I'm very simple at doing this sort of thing. The other thing was I did start a bullet journal last year because I really liked, well, I had watched a couple of videos and I can't remember his name. It might have been, is it Ryder Carroll, who does a bullet journaling? And so I've taken a few of his ideas and then just tweaked it to suit myself for my bullet journal. I did start one last year. I made these little TN size ones with some old bullet journal pages and made a little journal, but it ended up being a bit too small for my liking. You need to have a lot of pages to do it the way I want to do it. So I found these dot journals in Kmart, $4. So I see online a lot of bullet journals and they're so expensive. However, a lot of people like to do mixed media and decorating in their bullet journals, so they probably need the thicker pages, and the pages in this aren't terribly thick. Now, I was intending when I first started to decorate and that, and then I realised I just don't have the time. And really, I just want it to be functional to help me remember things. So that's what I've done here. So I will show you my really basic setup of my bullet journal. And this is what I did last night. And my hand is still trying to recover from it. So firstly, I want to have a key. And this very much follows Ryder Carroll, although I have changed some of the little symbols. I might even redo some because I don't really like them. So... but these are the symbols I use to let me know what it is. So a dot is what you use the most for a task. And then that's for an important task. And then I do that arrow. If I write down a task one day and I don't get it done that day, then I'll do the arrow to move it on to the next day. And then I thought I'd do 2 arrows to like move it to the next week or month. A star I use for a birthday, a filled in triangle, play sign I should say, is for a video or doing something with a video. I will cross over things with an X to show that I've completed it. If I put a dash through it, it means that I've just scrapped it. Give it up, not doing it. The P I've put down to let me know that it's a task for my group, which is Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters. And then the C is to remind me that it's a task I need to do for the Crafty Vera and Friends Facebook group that I'm also involved with. So that just helps you have a quick look at all your tasks and see what's most important, what type of task it is. So I'll just leave that out. So the first so many pages I've done are my sort of like an overview of the year. So you've got each month. Now that's over the 3 pages there that I've done that. So there's 4 to each double page spread. So, and then you just write all the days. Now this is good for, like I said, an overview of the year. So a great place to put the birthdays, anniversaries, something that happens repeatedly each year. Add to this. And then when you're going through, even when you start your journal next year, you can refer back to this and add the birthdays to that one. So from there, so let's just say I know there's a birthday on the 5th of January that I have to remember. So what I would do is put a star that acknowledges that it is a birthday, and then I'd write the person's name, and then I know it's that person's birthday. So then we go on to the next lot, and these are overview of the months. So we've got January here, and we list the days there. So I know on the 5th it's that person's birthday, so I would move it from the overview of the year. It seems like a lot of work, but it does help you stay organised. I would do a star, and I'd do that person's name again. Don't mind my stars. So I can quickly see in January, these are the regular January things I've got to do. Now, the beauty of this setup here too is, say I find out that the bookstore has a sale in January over a few days. Now, that's not something that repeats every January, so I wouldn't put it here. But for a monthly overview of this year, I would put it here somewhere. So, yeah, when you find out that there's certain things that are going to happen in January, you put them down here. And then when you set up your weeks, you would look here and go, okay, what have I got here for January? And then you add them to your weekly calendar. So, of course, I've done a month double page spread for each month. That is so that if I decide I want to do any trackers, like health trackers or I don't know, what I eat trackers or anything, I've got the room here to be able to add that in conjunction with the dates for the month. So that's why I've got a blank page there, so I can add that sort of thing. Now, I do have a little bit of space down the bottom, and I think that's handy. If I just think that, okay, in January I might like to wash all my windows or something, I'm not sure exactly what day I want to do that, but I might just add it down here so that when I'm setting up my weekly rosters, I can look back here and say, okay, I've got to fit in washing my windows sometime, that sort of thing. So then the next lot I do is my weekly roster when I find it. I'm going to put tabs at the start of each one of these as well so I can find them a lot quicker. So I think this is the first page, yeah. So this is how I set up my weekly roster. Yes, it is quite messy, but basically it is the whole week in a double page spread. I did this one upside down. I've used some stamps that I have because it was a lot quicker and easier. It still took forever than to write all the days of the week. So I've got Monday there, and then I've got Sunday there. So I've got Saturday and Sunday in the same column just so it fits nicely. So, and then I just write the actual date up the top as well. And then again, I've got a space down the bottom, and I love that because I might have tasks that I know I'm doing this week, especially like my challenges or whatever, but I'm not sure what particular day, so I like to list them down the bottom and then add them up here when I know what day. And it just reminds me that this week I want to finish these things. So you will see here I've started using my symbols. So I've got the dots for fixing a trap that I have to fix, organising my budget book and my send and receive book and my home account software. So I have done the send and receive, which is the middle one here. So I'm going to put a cross through that because that lets me know that that's done. So when I've done all those 3 things, I'll put a cross through there because it's done. Now that is the play arrow that tells me that I have to do the video for my bullet journal and my December daily, which is what I'm doing now. So once that's done, I'd put a cross through that, which I will now to show you like that. And then the P stands for the stuff I have to organise for my Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters group. The C is for my Crafty Fira and Friends group. So that's how that works. And of course, if I don't end up doing something, I will put the arrow at the end to move it to the next day, or the 2 arrows to move it to the next week, or put a line through it to say I've given up on doing it, which there'll probably be a lot of lines through everything as we go. So that's how that all works. Now, you can see I've put a star here for the Sunday because I know that that's someone's birthday as well. So that's someone's birthday that's in one of my groups. So what I'm going to do is go through the group birthdays and add everyone's birthday to my yearly overview. And then from there, I will take them from there, add them to my monthly overviews. So if I just want to have a look, okay, it's April, whose birthdays is it in April, then I can have a quick look there. Or I can go to the actual week and see it as I'm going through my weekly diary. So I hope that makes sense and I haven't confused you. Now, the other page that I find really important in a bullet journal for me, I know people fill it up with all sorts of stuff, but I just really don't have the time. But I did find this really good, and that is a brain dump. So I put that right at the back because it's really easy for me to find. Now, the brain dump is great if you have an idea of something you want to do or something you want to remember, or even you find out someone's address and you've got it scribbled on a piece of paper, but you can't find your address book. You put all that sort of thing down here, just scribble it down. And then you come to this sometimes and you'll see the things and you can add them either to your diary or your address book, or if I have a craft idea, I can write it down here. It reminds me to do it when I look at it, and then I can go and do it and cross it off. So I think the brain dump is really handy. So that is my organisation so far for the year. I hope it's given you some ideas. Said if you want to bullet journal but you don't want to spend the money on a real fancy one, and as I said, the pages are quite thin, so I can see the stamps come through the other side, but it's not too bad. It doesn't bother me at all. These $4 cheapy ones from Kmart are awesome. Heaps of pages in them, so I can do my weekly spread for every week of the year in here. Fits perfectly, and I still have a whole stack of pages left over for any extra bits I want to add. So I think that is it. So I'm getting there, so much work to do, but it is good to be focused and be busy, I think. And let's see what the new year holds for us all. Take care, be good, and I will see you soon. Bye.